Welcome back, learners. So now let's move on to the guided practice session on switch case statement. So while I was explaining the decision making construct in the video session, I would have told that there is the other kind of decision making, which is your switch case, and also I had given you an activity to design the switch case statement for a particular scenario of your own interest. Fine. So for you to design a real-term scenario, first I would like to give you some practice session on how to use the switch case. So what is the syntax and stuffs? Because those syntax I had not discussed clearly in the video session. So I am giving the guided practice session here. Okay. So before we start with it, I am going to create this code using the script. Fine. So I am going to create a script here using the R editor and I am going to try executing it one after the other. Okay, fine. Yes. So now let's see what are the various ways by which you can use the switch case statement. So there are three ways. So let's see one after the other and in which scenario you can use these switch cases. Now consider that I have one value x and I say the value of x is going to be 2 and you have to execute the decision based on the value of a certain variable. In that case you can directly use switch case. That is, if your condition for execution is not based on a boolean expression. What that means? It means that your output of the expression will not be true or false. In that case you can go with a switch case. So let's see an example as well as the syntax of it. Now based on this x value I am going to create one statement. So I say switch. So what I can give the value directly. So obviously always my first part, the first argument of your switch case will be the value based on which you are going to test what has to be given as output. Now in my case, my first kind of usage is directly I am going to check the value of a particular variable and I am going to try printing something. Okay. So now I say here, so first I say maybe good day to be my first statement here. Let me say you why I am giving all these. Fine. And I say hello, welcome. Yes. And I say do not leave to be my next statement and I close it with one escape sequence. Fine. Yes, you can have the escape sequence or you can omit it. So now as I said, if I am going to execute the switch case statement with help of an exact value, okay, so now x I am saying it is going to take the value 2. So how will the switch case statement execute? It will test the first argument for a value. Now if this value is 1, the first argument after the value based argument will be executed. If this value is 2, in that case the second argument will be executed. If the value of x is 3, then the third argument will be executed. Third in the sense the output. So in this case the first argument of switch case is going to be the variable for which the value has to be tested. Then forthcoming arguments are those which has to be printed based on the value of x. Fine. So this is how we can use the switch statement. So this is the first kind of usage. Let me check running. Fine. So now I say here run all. Let's check what it is printing on the R console. See, it is printing hello, welcome. So what does it mean? The second argument which has to be printed. So now x value is 2. Since it is 2, so the first one it is omitting and the second one it is executing. If you have to check again still further, now let's check it. So how do I check it? Now I'll just change the value here. Now I say the value is 3. Now let's try executing it. Yes. Now I run all and I say it has to give me, see, do not leave. It is saying do not leave. Okay. So this is the first way you can use a switch statement. So this is the easiest way as well. Fine. So this is the most fundamental way you can use a switch statement. Now suppose I say I have another value, maybe I have a value called as some 5 and I am changing the x value as 7. Fine. Yes. And I am going to give one expression, a mathematical expression which says x minus y. Okay, I say z is equal to x minus y, and I can use this z value here. Okay, so you can also go for evaluating a mathematical expression. As I said, any switch case statement can be used for any expression where you can get some values apart from true or false. Okay, so now z. So now in this case, what will be the output? So it is 7 minus 5, it will be 2. So what we have to get printed, it is hello welcome has to be printed. Yes, let's see it. So now I say run all again, and I say go to the switch statement. See, you have got hello welcome. Fine. So the recent updated value is being executed here. So it is calculating the value of z. So if you are not interested in giving the expression separately, so what we have done here, we had given here z is equal to x minus y. Again we are giving z here and trying out for the value. If suppose you are not interested, you want to directly give the statement here. Yes, very well, that is also possible. You can directly give here x minus y. Fine. So always your switch statement, the first argument of switch statement will be your expression. It can be a mathematical expression where you don't get the output as boolean. That is, you will not get the output as true or false. Now I say x minus y. Fine. So now if you execute this again, you will get the same answer. So I say run all, and let's see what is displaying on the R console. See what it is displaying. The recent code directly x minus y. So it is 2. So hello welcome is being displayed. Fine. Yes. So this is the other way. So the second way is, the second way, which is going to be directly you can use either the mathematical statement inside the switch, or you can use the statement outside the switch and assign that value here. So this is the second way. What is the third way? Fine. So the third way, let's see what it is. Now I am going to have one statement here which says paste. Fine. And I say paste x comma y comma, I say separation is equal to no empty space in between. Yes. Fine. So you know what is the use of a paste statement. So what is a paste statement? It is going to concatenate these two. Yes. Fine. So 75. So it will be 75. But in our case, in switch case, when will this good day be executed? When it is 1, when the output is 1. When it is 2, you will get here hello welcome. So what I can do, I can assign a value here, and you have to be having in mind, see here how you can assign, when you can assign this value. Now when the output of my first argument in the switch statement is going to be a character. Okay, if it is going to be a character, you can use this kind of switch statement, the modification of the switch statement. That is the third type. Now what I can do, I can say here 75. Yes. So my paste statement is going to give me the output as 75, because I say separation is not having a blank. So it is going to be concatenated as 75, and I give it within double quotes because it is a character, because it is going to concatenate it, and I say equal to. So I can assign the character here, and I can say here maybe 99. If it is 99, I have to print this hello welcome, and if it is going to be some 12, I have to print this do not leave. Fine. Yes. So now we have modified this a bit. Now let's see how it is executing. Fine. Yes, it will execute very well. It will execute. So let's first clear the console before we execute and check now what it is printing. Yes, run all I have done. Now let's go for the R console. Let's see. See, it is printing good day. So we had this output of this space statement is 75. So 75, it is going to compare it and it is going to print you good day. Yes. So now if you want to test the other one as well, let's test it. Now I can say it is going to be 99. So I say 99. Fine. Now let's go for executing it. So it has to print the other one, hello welcome. Yes, see, it is printing hello welcome because the value of this particular statement is 99. Okay, so I said this kind of assignment is possible only when the output of this is going to be a character. Now let's see what will happen when it is not a character. Fine. So yes, now we had previously something where I had something like 9, maybe yes, 5. Okay, yes, 9 and 5. We had the statement where I said you can use the mathematical expression directly here. So I say x minus y. Okay, so x minus y, in this case it is 9 minus 5, it is going to be 4. Suppose I say this is 4. I have just modified this alone. Yes, fine. Now let's clear the console. Now as per this, x minus y is 4, but the output of x minus y is not a character. It is going to be some numeric value which is 4. Fine. Yes, but we had given here it as 4. So let's see what it happens. Now I say run all here. Now let's go on to the R console. See here what it is printing. It is not going to have anything. It is just printing /n. Okay, so why is it printing /n? Because it has not compared this value at all. So you had some 3 arguments. So the 4th argument, whatever it was there, it has taken and printed. Fine. Suppose you might feel like instead of giving a character, let me try giving it as just a numeric value. Fine, I say 4. I say here 99 simply, and I say here some 12 simply. Fine, and I also try removing the /n. Okay, let me remove /n here. So the /n, the last statement /n also I am removing, and let's try. So let's try here, and I say what it is. Let me see what it happens. So this is done. Now I say R console, I am going. See, you have got one error, unexpected equal to in switch. Yes. So what does it mean? It means that because only if your first argument of switch statement, the output is a character, only then you can go for assigning such values. Now in this case it is not a character. Though it is not a character, what we try to do, we remove the double quotes. Only if it is a double quotes, it means a character. So we tried removing it. It is not allowing you. Okay, fine. So these are the 3 methodologies or 3 cases by which you can use your switch statement in R programming. So the first one was just using the x value directly and checking for the value. Yes, fine. The other one is you can directly give the mathematical expression and check for the value. When you give a mathematical expression, you can't assign your own value. It will automatically by default take the value and compare and give you the output. The third methodology is when your first evaluation expression is going to give you an output in character. In that case, you can assign a value and you can try executing it and you can match it and get the answer. Okay, fine. So hope you are now clear about how to use the switch statement in R programming. So with this guidance, try to complete the activity which I gave you in the video session. Fine? Yes. If you still have any queries with this, you can very well contact me or post a mail to my mail ID. Thank you.